Tim and Tony podcast brings you
The Mile Manor Movie Review with your hosts, Tim.
and Tony. On this week's episode, we will be talking about Con Air.
Along with special guest, resident Nick Cage expert, Luch.
Hey there.
Are you not entertained? But tonight, we dine in hell! Great Scott!
You play ball like a girl.
We're on a mission from God. Life
Finds a way.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass!
Okay, so we're going to start our episode in our new fashion with a little interview for our guest, Luch. For those of you who don't know him, he was on our great episode of The Rock, Mission Impossible.
Yes, and
Creed.
Yep.
And so I'm going to start you off
I've done
with...
no preparing, so.
No preparing, so this is just off the cuff. We're all drinking.
right after watching the movie.
And-
Right after
and
we
I'm
just...
hungover.
and I'm hungover. So why Con Air?
I think you said it already. It's Nicolas Cage movie. You have to watch.
Why not?
Yes, why not? Con
Why
Air?
not Con Air?
I still think I'm at least up there in my top. Not sure which one I want to make my favorite.
See, it's like I feel like it's a rotating of the Cage trilogy are my top three. Though.
Yeah.
It just depends on which one I watch.
The late 90s Cage trilogy
Yeah.
or just Cage in general?
Because I know I'm switching this to number one already in my top, just because we just watched it.
I don't know. I've seen it quite a few times. I enjoy it every time.
It's always on TV. I feel like
At least
AMC loves to play this and The
AMC
Rock.
plays a lot of those.
I feel like this was also on TNT a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
TNT
I feel
before.
like Jerry Bruckheimer's got to deal with TNT,
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's why it's on there with Armageddon and
All of his other stuff.
yeah.
It's another movie I've seen tons. Make a side Buscemi trilogy. Armageddon,
Yeah.
Con Air. I don't
So
know
late,
about their-
90s Steve Buscemi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just works.
All right. Is Nicolas Cage a good actor or a great actor?
I mean, he's great. Did you hear the flawless accent? Flawless. He knows how people in Alabama talk. They try not to move their upper lip at all.
I'm almost positive he's
stiff
never
upper lip,
been
yeah.
to the lower half of the United States.
To Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile, Alabama.
Oh, I wanted to jump right into the movie, but
We're
you
getting
wanna
right
ask
there.
this?
I'll ask the last question, though. What was your first Nick Cage movie?
That one's hard.
I was trying to think of mine, too. That's a tough one.
I was thinking about it all week. I couldn't figure it out,
Oh, actually, I think I know.
but I think I figured it out.
I might have to look at the filmography. I'm thinking it might be a toss-up between Con Air or Face Off, maybe. I mean, I'm not sure that I can remember.
That you
now, I
can
might
remember?
have watched Nick Cage movies
Oh, yeah,
younger,
like,
but I
yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah, I
Let's
think
see.
mine was The Rock.
Mine was either The Rock or... Actually, no, I think it was The Rock because
The Rock.
when we watched it in high school.
Oh yeah, yeah, we
Watched it
did.
in Mr. J's class.
And I had seen it before that, so
I had not seen it before that, but
yeah, we watched that in
don't know.
English class.
Right.
Was Mr. J, by the way.
I think it was like the last week of class. Or it was like right before a break. Yeah, I was just saying, trying to look at his...
I know it wasn't Face Off. It could have been Con Air, but I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure mine is The Rock.
I'm thinking
I'm
it's The
looking,
Rock.
and a lot of his earlier ones, I gotta go.
You know what? It might have been Face Off for me.
Face Off for
The
you?
Rock and Con Air. It's like they're so close to each other. I know I didn't see them in theaters, so
Yeah,
They're
see,
gonna be right
what
there.
what do you think what was your first Nick Cage in theaters? Can you remember that? Mine had to be like National Treasure.
It might be National Treasure.
Or Ghost Rider.
Oh,
I might have not seen
oh.
National Treasure in theaters. I think I might have seen Ghost Rider in theaters.
Ooh, that's true. Except both National Treasures were before Ghost Rider. Which that's kind of crazy to think about.
Both?
Yeah.
What was the second? When did the second one come out?
2007.
And 2000.
The first one was 2004.
Yeah, I think I
When
may
was-
have seen
Ooh.
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider was
might have been.
2007 as well. So like a late 2007.
Yeah, I think Ghost Rider might have been. Because I don't know if I saw Lord of War in theater. I can't remember.
Oh, then maybe
Oh,
actually,
that's a good one.
I didn't see National Treasure 1 in theater. I know that.
actually
Yeah.
might have been Grindhouse because he was in that. He was in
He
Grindhouse.
was.
Yeah.
Like it
and then,
was an uncredited.
actually, I have to even bring in is Gone in 60 Seconds might be. I
Oh.
can't remember if I saw that in theater. That's 2000. So for you, it's really young. For me, I was just starting high school. So I just,
we were
No, but we were in
in high school in 2007.
no 2000.
2000.
Oh, gee, yeah, no, I wasn't
Yeah.
even thinking.
So I said I'm not sure if I saw that in theaters. I know I owned the DVD.
I don't know, but as soon as I have a kid, he's gonna see every Nicolas Cage movie in theaters.
That's what you're gonna start him on.
And then one last question that we came up with while watching this movie: what is your pitch for Con Air 2?
No, I already got it. You've done the air. Now we got to go to a boat because it's the only other logical way to transport.
A very slow-moving vehicle.
The speed route.
Yeah, you went the Speed 2 route.
Yeah,
Is Keanu Reeves in it?
I was
I
thinking
think
you gotta
Keanu
put
Reeves
Keanu Reeves
is
because he
the-
didn't get in Speed
He
2.
wasn't in Speed 2.
So you got to
didn't
put him
want
in
in.
Con Air 2.
Yeah, and I mean,
And
I was
he's
thinking
the John
so.
Cusack role.
This time they're transporting prisoners
Ooh.
from like China to United States to
International.
Russia or something.
Oh.
Like, so now you can get some international because you got to appeal to the international market in new movies. So
And I feel like I'm
It's
just
gotta
going to
be.
butt into your second one, but
Jackie
Cyrus,
Chan, Jet
the virus, is
Li,
still
like-
alive somehow.
yes, I don't care. I don't
care
think they
how
killed
you
him
bring-
enough.
He has a twin brother.
Well, at least Swamp Thing has got to be.
Swamp Thing's
Because you know he's
Swamp
gonna know
Thing's
how to.
still
there
alive.
was
You know he's
nobody.
gonna know how to drive a boat. So
Tony, your pitch for number 2?
con water, it writes itself.
I was gonna say it's got to be some other travel based. Speed.
Or a train. We don't know what a train is. It's on a track.
I'm gonna go
but
train.
We don't know where it's at.
Train.
If you do train, then you
Con
got to
Air
get Chris
2,
Evans and you make it
The
like
Way Home.
Snowpiercer.
So on the way back to Alabama, there's another criminal on the train.
I think mine is Con Air 2. Garland Green, the experience, and he's just gambling and talking to little girls the whole time.
And nobody recognized
No
him.
one
I
recognizes
think they
him.
said he was a serial killer of like
Like
200 people.
everyone knew
So
who he
you
was.
wouldn't
He was
know.
bigger than Manson.
Yeah, they
I
made
think
that
they said he had
explicit.
200 people. He wore a girl's head as a hat, which we were trying to go through how that
How-
works.
How do
Words.
dogs wear pants? That's the same
one of those-
conversation all over.
Yeah, like I like to think that she had really long hair and he tied that around his chin like a chin strap and just driving down. And also, was he in a convertible then? Because a normal car doesn't have that height.
That height.
A lot of extra room.
There's a lot of questions there.
There's a lot of questions there. But let's jump right into it.
We did, I think.
Yeah, we did. With a Tim, Tony, and Luch review of Con Air.
Hold on to your butt.
This week we're going to be talking about a newly paroled ex-con and a former U.S. Ranger, Cameron Poe, who finds himself trapped in a prisoner transport plane when the passengers seize control.
Oh,
So, Tim, we'll start with your top
Yeah.
part.
I only wrote one down, but I will go through. I'll try to go,
Go through
through
and
in my
mention
head. Honorable mention. I've been debating this. I'm gonna save it for 5. Honorable mention.
I think we're all gonna have the same 5
Yeah,
parts.
it's very
Honorable
similar.
mention. Johnny 23. Probably one of my favorite lines though is the Johnny 600. It's just ridiculous. And Danny Trejo, from this point, has maybe aged 5 years, and it's been 20.
I still like the new idea that's brought in my head of Johnny 5 raped
Oh
5
my
other
God.
raped 5 people.
That
robot.
movie is a dark movie if you think of it that way.
Johnny 5 raped 5 people.
So that's my
Anyone
honorable,
with numbers
my
now?
honorable mention is Johnny 5 has raped 5 people.
Like now, I don't trust anyone that has a number like in anything. I'm like, oh,
But all right,
007.
yeah.
number 5, soundtrack. It has they only played like 3 actual songs, but they're
One of them's
spot
like
on.
one of them
repeat.
twice.
Yeah. It's amazing. Sweet Home Alabama.
That's true. They played that in an odd place, too. It seemed
They
like.
did. And then Garland Green singing I got the whole world in my hands.
But that one they don't even play. It's just them singing it too. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they would still have to license it, but maybe at a reduced cost.
I think it's cheaper if you
Cheaper
don't use
if
the
you don't
actual
actual-
everything. It's just
You cut happy birthday after like the first line.
Yeah.
Why did we only sing the bottom half of it? Number 4. Cast. I mean, the cast is good. I don't know if I was going to put it higher, but
No, I mean it's a great
and
cast.
it's like
There's
the
a
and
lot
not
of
even
people.
I would put background cast though, like the who's who of character actors are in this. Like you've seen
the pilot.
Oh,
everyone,
no,
yeah,
that's the-
in everything, which I don't know, it just makes it a little better.
I gotta look up what has Swamp Thing done.
Lost season 3.
If you watch the Blu-ray,
Oh yes. Number 3. If you watch the Blu-ray, there is 7.5 minutes.
Took my honorable mention.
Did I?
Right there.
If he didn't say anything, I would never. There's 7.5 minutes of gloriousness before that starts.
But all they're promoting is Blu-ray, which is weird.
All right, number 2 and 1, because I'm sick of
combining
trying
it.
to figure it out. The hair and the
Damn
accent.
it. The hair was it. That was my one. I'm just going the hair.
That's the only one he
That's
wrote
the-
for number 1.
I wrote that on like Tuesday.
That was all I was gonna put. The hair.
The hair.
Yeah,
I like to
was
think that he grew it out after The Rock. For a year. It only takes Nicolas Cage to grow glorious hair in 1
Faster
year.
than the rest of us.
Yes. But those are my top 5.
Oh, wow.
I'm so sorry for stealing your honorable mention. But let's dive
That's
deep
okay.
into it.
We'll go right into my honorable mention, which is the Blu-ray features they have before this film.
It is.
One, they tell you all the benefits of a Blu-ray, which I had never heard of before, and all the differences that you can get.
The benefits. I love it. And then what movie did they keep showing over and over again?
Oh,
They had like a list of movies.
They had a
They
list.
had Lost, but what was that crappy?
Wild Hogs.
Wild Hogs, yes. They were
Wild Hogs, which I need to own on Blu-ray now.
They were. It was
that-
weird.
that crisp
So the movies they had
1080p.
was like Lost season 3, only the season
Only
3.
season
three.
Then they had like National Treasure, some other action movies, and then they just kept putting Wild Hogs in there. And I was like,
Yes.
why is
all
Wild
of the dialogue
Hog?
parts of Wild Hogs, not even like them writing.
I was like, why is Wild Hogs like your sell of Blu-ray? Like you don't need to see that movie in Bluray.
What is
That
it?
No,
is
not at all.
doesn't scream
I
Blu-ray.
think I saw it in theaters.
What
I don't
is
even
it?
know why I did that.
What?
Hot Tub.
Why?
Hot Tub
I
Time
don't
Machine,
know.
where he's like, it's called male bonding. Have you ever seen Wild Hogs? It's like one of the greatest lines.
Why did you see that in theater? Are you?
I'm really trying to
are you
remember why. I
70?
don't know why.
70?
You're not telling us.
You
For
secretly
I'm
For
drive
the
a
people
Harley?
out there,
falling-
Tony is really 70. Drives a
falling-
hog.
Falling apart like I'm 70. Yeah,
He rolled up on his Harley today with his biker gang.
little known fact.
No
He was like, "I'll be back, boys. Hogs, hogs ride." Go to Detour. It's like, who would you be in the Wild Hogs? It's like, which character?
And I like to say Tim Allen, but I hate him.
Gonna have to go with Travolta then. Like,
No, I'm going.
See, I'm not Travolta.
I'm going. What's his name?
See, you're going to take my guy, I think.
Yeah, no. What's his? I can't remember his
the
name.
fourth guy.
I'll take Martin Lawrence.
No, yeah, I'm taking the other one. What's his? I can't remember his name right now.
He's in
Drawing a
Fargo.
blank.
He's
Yeah.
in Shameless.
It's pissing me off.
Blanking Frank and
Oh,
Shameless.
William H. Macy.
Yes,
William
thank
H.
you.
Macy. I'm taking him. Macy.
So you had your choice of Travolta or
I
Tim
already
Allen.
picked Travolta.
Okay. No one is allowed to be Tim Allen because Tim Allen is the worst.
He ruined our show.
He ruined all of our shows on Fox.
Yes.
That should be our next show.
Podcast really
Just-
took a detour.
It's just we're changing it. It's going to be a bash on Tim Allen for an hour.
It started on Con Air for about 5 minutes.
They never brought it up ever again.
That's all we heard about it.
Yeah, Tim Allen. I don't know what happened in there, but they got really angry at Tim Allen.
Real salty about Tim.
But my next number 5 is
Yes.
be the cast. Like we said earlier, just a ton of people in this, and
Yeah, on top of like my character actors, which I love.
Especially like you get the
but, like,
characters, but then the background actors.
John Malkovich, John Cusack,
You just like
all
Johns.
the Johns.
John Diggle.
John Diggle.
He's just
Diggle.
Who
They had
also,
enough
where did
Johns.
he go?
he got off the
he got
off the plane.
He was one of the guys that got off.
he was
I thought
one
it
of
was
the
a
guys
different guy.
No, that was
No, it
when
was-
they bagged him and gagged him. That was when we got a good
because he
shot
was
of him.
one of the actual guys that was supposed to leave.
supposed to
yeah,
go.
and he was very tiny.
Lucky him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was
He
that
was,
one
like,
of
very
his
small.
first roles?
Ving Rhames.
I think it was.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah, one of them. He was small and
Young.
very young.
Yeah.
He looked like his like younger brother, which I don't know if he had.
Well, it's
I
like-
just made
like-
it up.
1997 to 2012
yeah,
is when we first
Oh shit!
were
yeah,
introduced
2012.
to
yeah,
Diggle.
almost 20 years. Yeah, because he's gotten bigger as the
Yeah,
show
yeah,
has
he's
gotten
gone.
too.
My number 4 is that they said the name of, or John Malkovich said the name of the movie.
Love
Yes.
that.
Welcome to Con Air. Or something, like something like you're
Great.
now on Con
I
Air.
wonder if
Yeah.
they didn't even have a name for the movie until he said that line. Until he said
I
that
would be
line.
okay with that.
Also, I was
John-
thinking in my head, do you think Air Force One came out? It had to be like right around the same time.
Air Force One would have been older, I would think.
Older?
It's a Harrison Ford movie, yeah.
Though
I mean, we have the
You know, the
technology.
90s,
we have
no,
the technology.
I don't have technology.
I feel like this was one of those things
Let
that
people
like
write in.
Con Air and Air Force One came out at the same time, like White House Down.
Holy
and
shit! 1997.
Told you.
So it was the year of...
I'm a god.
Yeah. It's like, it's funny how movies work that way. It was
They
the
always
year
do.
of, it had to be
Told you. It
airplane
had to
movies.
be they both came out around the same time. Which one won?
I want to know
That
what's the
should be-
third one. The
Someone
third.
comment in and figure out which one won in the box office.
Get off my plane.
I want to know what's the
Get
third.
off my
What's the
plane.
third sci-fi? Because sci-fi always then spoofs it. What was
Spoofs it.
sci-fi's?
Oh, they're like
Their
offshoot.
It took them.
offshoot
It took them
Soul-
many years,
Soul
but
Plane.
snakes on a plane.
I was gonna say Soul Plane or Snakes
Soul
on a
Plane. That was 2000.
Oh, that was the- that
Soul
was-
Plane was 2004 because I love that movie.
That was the reemergence of the plane movies.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
And then with that, it rolls into my number 3, which is just John Malkovich
Yeah, he was great.
Honestly, like this,
playing his own character.
he should be on the cover. He had the
It
most.
really
screen
is
time.
like his movie.
Yeah.
He had the most screen time out of anybody.
And honestly, his character is much better.
Much more interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
My number 2 is that John Cusack just wants his plane back. That's his entire motivation for the movie. It's like, I want my plane back. Don't blow it up.
Someone's like, "There's innocent people on there, but I want.
But
the
I
plane.
want the plane. That's pretty much how it goes. And then my number 1 is the soundtrack.
Don't wanna close my eyes.
That's,
Is that it? No,
you
that's
were saying-
Armageddon.
That's Armageddon. I'm like, wait a minute.
Jeez.
Hold
We're
on,
back on
we're gonna
Armageddon.
figure this out.
And now we start our Armageddon podcast.
Hold on.
It was
Tell me
Whitney
what
Houston?
the song title is.
I wish I could.
Whitney Houston, I think. I don't know. No.
Might have been.
We're gonna take a 3-minute break.
So how do I live?
Well, yep. How do I live? There you
How
go.
do I live with
without
Trisha Yearwood?
All right.
How do
I got really. Mine are just gonna be a jumble mess. I'm not even
Yeah,
ranking.
go for
They're
it.
just gonna be. I wanted. Really. You can play it on the computer, so it comes out better. But not with your phone and microphone.
Sounds fine.
You could have skipped the interlude.
Nope.
There we go.
Okay.
And now we'll be copyright.
Alright. You know what? I'm gonna go random.
Are you starting 5 or
I'm just
honorable
gonna throw them
mentions?
in there.
We'll just give him a couple
It's
minutes.
all gonna be.
We'll give you however long you want. Just talk
Five
about
honorable
it
mentions.
Until you stop talking. You-
5 honorable mentions. 1
until you pass out. We'll keep going.
and then 1. 5
Then
honorable
one.
mentions.
Okay,
Then
I like
1.
it. I like it. I like
So
it.
1 honorable mention.
I think we might
is
just institute this. It's
Yeah,
just gonna be all honorable mentions from now on, and then 1.
it works better.
It's basically what you're listed.
Usually,
It's
It
usually
works
what
better.
happens.
1 honorable
but it's
mention.
like 10 honorable mentions.
Nicknames. I love everyone's nicknames.
That's a good one.
Pinball. Sally Can't Dance. Swamp Thing.
Diamond Dog.
And honestly,
Bedlam Billy.
almost none of their nicknames I thought went with their crimes. They were just nicknames.
That's also very true. Yeah.
Like,
Johnny 23.
yeah, he's the
Okay,
only one.
that might be the only
Oh,
one.
but it's off by about 400.
Like, he was the only one. Everyone else is just like, I just want to be called this. Like, just call me that. And second, how does Sally Can't Dance come up with that one? Like,
I feel like he'd be the only one that could dance.
And
would
that's
be.
the nickname I want.
And I feel like he'd be offended when you say it to him.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Back then, no.
Back then, no.
But get to my problems.
Well, let him get to his honorable mention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what else. I did like all the crazy. I mean, every character was like over the top. Like right now on the screen they had
Scully.
when
when
Pinball, but the car when Pinball falls through the thing, like he can't say wash. I just took it to the car wash. Like every character is ridiculous. Like no one was like not ridiculous.
I feel like he like went through like 10 takes and said wash every time. Like, no, that's not good enough. What do you want me to do? A slur.
Just slur. This movie didn't try to really be realistic. Like they were, but then they're not. They're like, we're gonna put all these criminals together. I do have to put Buscemi in there because I loved his garlic green. He's just he has such a calm craziness. Like they're like blah blah blah, and he just looks over and he just calmly talks in her.
Yeah.
Like, hi, Garland.
And that was like, I think that was like 20 or 30 minutes after he was introduced.
Yeah, and he's just, and they brought him in like a million chains, which was hilarious. The guards were
Hannibal
over the
Lecter
top.
style.
The guards were over the top, like no spitting or shitting or whatever he said.
And then the guys immediately spit on him.
Yeah, then I'm gonna what do you say? Gag him and bag him.
Bag him and bag him.
Oh, that was another honorable mention. Everything kind of had like a pun or rhyme or a riddle. Like Swamp Thing talked in all like rhymes. I felt like
The whole time.
He always had like a saying. He was
Con Air
using-
2, Swamp Thing, the Riddler.
I want him. And then I'm just we'll go into one. Colm Meaney, whatever his name is. I love the character.
The
the
DEA.
I loved his character. Thought he nailed it. He came in like an asshole and did it perfect. The whole movie. I wanted more.
DEA guy.
I wanted more of him. Like
Out of all the DEA agents I know, he's typical.
I wanted way more of him. I love him in everything I've seen.
That can't be my car.
I was at the office. I left mine at the office.
Ass kicker. Honestly, yeah. He was probably the most drawn out character. They like gave him a backstory almost without giving him one.
Yeah, they did.
He's an ass kicker.
But yeah, that's my number one. I'm good
That's
with
your number one.
him. Well, you took the hair. I wanted the hair. But I can't.
I
have
mean,
it.
I could talk about the hair for days.
I love that hair.
The Con Air hair dryer picture is currently on.
But Luch's hair,
Currently on
is
screen.
it?
Yes.
I flipped in the pictures. It's like title card meme of Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage's hair.
That'll be another honorable mention for me. The GIF ability and meme ability of this movie.
Yes.
It's
Outrageous.
There's I googled Con Air memes, and it's like Cage with the hair, and then it's John Malkovich with the gun to the bunny. Is
Yes.
like tons of.
Oh yeah.
Put
That would be my one.
that'll be your one. All right, a few problems with the movie.
Ugh.
I will start
There
off.
are none. Is the problem?
None.
It's a perfect movie.
The American or United States judicial system is awful.
Just
Awful.
the premise of the movie should not happen.
Should not.
All right.
He got mugged
Listen.
by 3 people,
They never
killed one of them, and then was sent to jail
Got
for
mugged-
murder.
He got mugged by a Baldwin.
by Baldwin.
Okay. I mean, before you even
And
get to
then-
that, can we acknowledge the bar is the craziest bar ever? It's a bar
We're gonna-
that
is next
it's
to-
next to an oil refinery and the ocean because he gets off a boat to get into it.
And
like
it goes
what-
right there.
what is the location of this bar?
I would put money on that was a Bubba Gump boat that he went in on, and that's why Bubba is his friend.
And then I like those guys. Like immediately he gets in there. Like, you know what? He's been away at whatever Ranger. Today's the day I'm gonna make a move on her.
Yeah,
Because
right, yeah.
her Ranger boyfriend came back.
Oh my
and
God,
I'm gonna go.
what-
And
what
then
was
I,
that
like-
guy doing beforehand?
Like, he waited. He's like, today, boys. And I like he's like,
Today's the
this
day.
is why we lost Nam. Like he was waiting to use that line too. He's like,
I've been waiting my entire life to use that line.
97, Afghanistan 1 happened at this point. Like, you could have referenced anything. He's
Anything.
Like, Nam. He
No.
did not look like he was old enough to be a Nam. So
Also,
why
Sally Can't Dance was thrown in jail for just being too gay.
in the 90s?
In the 90s.
Like,
Late 90s.
I want to know Sally Can't Dance's backstory. What did Sally
More-
Can't do?
more
Dance
about him.
Do because all I saw was too gay.
Too gay. Just that. Those were my problems.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have the problem, but it made the movie was
I think
all
it
of
makes
them
it
being on the
funnier.
plane.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't
All
think
of
they
them
would
being
put
on the
all
plane.
of those people. And they were flying back to Alabama for a Supermax, which was funny because it's like, wait, so you shipped him out to
No,
California
no, no.
from
We
Al-
already went over this. Oakland is
Yeah.
where he was in prison.
Yeah, but they said we're opening a new Supermax in Alabama. That's why he was
That's
hitching
a-
the
that's a-
ride.
That's why he was hitching the ride.
Yeah, because it was going to take him. So they shipped him originally from Alabama to California.
So wait, they
Like,
stopped
I don't
in
get
Carson
why,
City like an
See,
hour
what
or
I don't
two
get
in.
is why would he have been in a California prison? Don't you go to prison in the state you do
Should, yeah.
the crime?
Unless it's
Unless
like
it's
they do the max
because he's a ranger.
because the judicial system is so messed
yeah,
up.
he was
this.
in a Supermax already. And second thing, he's with people that should be in a super.
Also,
Supermax, like
involuntary
Billy's-
manslaughter is not Supermax.
Yeah,
that's like
he was in a super because he was with really high up criminals, which goes into what did Bubba Gump do? Because
Dude, I've been
he was
waiting.
in that he was in there with him, so he did something bad.
He is.
ate too much
he
shrimp.
is, I don't know if anyone knows Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He was Tim Meadows in prison. Cannibal. Only 8 kids though.
That was Garland Green. I think.
Oh yeah, both of them.
But I mean, so because they don't like go, okay, we're gonna have a Supermax. Oh, we'll have these the peddlers over here too at the Supermax. So there's questions.
Baby O.
Baby O.
Yeah.
My only problem was the attack helicopters took them like hours to get across like a half a state.
I would say, and also a problem, they didn't blow up the tourists.
I was expecting that as soon as he went
Going
like
back to
into
honorable
there.
mentions, that old lady waving. If you watch it, look for an old lady in the tourist thing waving. She is gold. Like, someone watches movies like, that's my grandma.
I know her. She's just like,
I want to find her IMDb. I wonder if that's her only role. Grandma
no,
got
she's-
into acting business.
She's also
at
in
70.
Speed. She waves on the bus.
She's just great
She's
at
in
waving.
Die Hard. She waves in the tower.
She's great at waving.
She's great at waving.
Speed 2 waves on the boat.
On the boat. She's just a waver.
Just a waiver.
Just a waiver. All right. Favorite quotes. I'm gonna start it off with John Malkovich. Welcome to Con Air. Just anytime they say the title in the movie,
Yeah,
it's just great. And then having John Malkovich say it is even better. If I had to pick 2 others, it'd be anything Dave.
podcast.
Anything, yeah. Shake your ice around. Anything that Dave Chappelle said, just great.
Yeah, he improved. That's crazy.
And then, there was one other one that I loved.
You know what? I did. There's a
I called dibs on one other, and I
He
can't
called
remember.
dibs a lot throughout the movie.
I know, and I can't remember any of them.
Going way back for a problem. Dead pinball.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What was up with that?
Dave Chappelle was busy and couldn't be a corpse for the day.
It was terrible.
For 10 minutes. That's all you need for him.
Terrible.
I feel like you should bring that up in a stand-up. Like, hey, did you ever see Con Air? That dead guy's not me.
It was so bad. Like, all you had to do was have him laid out. Like, nope, can't do that. We're gonna. It probably costs more to get a dummy, do it up, try to make it look somewhat, but it didn't look
absolutely, I'm
like.
sure.
Yeah.
And then just be like, hey, can you lay down for a minute?
Oh, that's the guy from the commercials. That's what he's from. The other pilot that
And that's
runs
an honorable
into
mention.
the
Oh, yeah.
That's an
desert.
honorable
That's
mention.
another
Something I
honorable
love.
mention.
For things I love, the guy that runs in the desert and just runs.
Wow, I love.
What is it? What does Cyrus say? He's like, I
That guy
hope
must
you
love
enjoy.
sand.
Yeah.
Enjoy
All right,
sand.
that's my 3.
That's my 3.
Thank God it was my turn.
Yeah, really. My first one, it's. I think Nick Cage says it. He goes, "It's not exactly Mai Tais and Yahtzee out here."
Oh yeah, that's
He says it twice.
I think it's when they landed in Carson City.
I think.
Or no, he says it
Lerner
once.
Airfield,
in the
Lerner
airfield.
Doesn't
Yeah.
he say it once and someone else says it? Or
Someone
Cyrus
else- someone
or
says similar,
Diamond Dog might say it once.
Maybe. Listen, dog.
And then my second one, I just had it here. If you're gonna jump to it, go for it.
No. I was just reading the first
Oh.
quote on IMDb. It's a good one.
Yes.
You could
Cameron Poe says,
Don't need it.
I don't need it. I memorized it. He goes, "Sorry, boss. There's only 2 men I trust. One of them's me. The other's not you.
Now
Then
I
that
trust
changes.
3 people.
Swamp Thing.
I hope one of them's me." It's like, yeah, you're
One
duh,
Swamp
one of
Thing,
them
he's
you.
gone. You'll never find him.
He said Swamp Thing. Just pick someone. Right. You know what's funny? Doesn't trust his wife or daughter. It's gonna be a real interesting time when he comes back. He's like, "Listen,
Yeah.
trust 2 people. You're not one of them. What have you done these 10 years? 8 years I've been gone. You were at that bar with that guy, weren't you?"
His corpse?
Maybe.
He's hanging out with the corpse.
She's in the freaky shit.
Then my last one.
She is from Alabama.
Yeah, true. So,
Really getting the hate mail from Alabama at the end of this one.
okay, I'm gonna switch it. But my last quote is Larkin and Poe again. He goes, "If you can't trust a South American drug lord, who can you trust, huh?" It's like, that was a joke. Nick Cage goes, "I'm glad you told me."
Yep. I'm just gonna go with one. Put the bunny back in the box. That's the way. It's just a great line.
It is.
Or I mean, any of the ones from that one guard too. He was pretty good.
Oh
no, wait.
Falcone or
Or
whatever it
also,
was.
wait. I have to take my Colmini guy, who invited the dictionary. Be more like a thesaurus. Like, I would want to punch. I
would punch him right in the face.
I would have
Said
just
that.
punched Cusack right there.
I think everyone wanted to punch Cusack.
Everyone still does.
Like, was he supposed to be the good guy in the movie? Because I wasn't.
His name is Cyrus Grissom, a.k.a. Cyrus the Virus.
I like, who's that guy? Oh, he's a real nobody. Why is
Who's the guy behind him? Don't even bring him up.
Don't even
He
bring
was
up
on
that.
a shipping boat for shrimp.
And he went to an all-you-can-eat shrimp dinner.
Caught
and
diabetes.
he literally ate it all.
He caught the diabetes.
Yeah, I still question. I don't know if diabetes works correctly in this movie. Because he was
They
instantly
definitely took
fine.
some liberties.
He was
I'm
instantly
gonna say
fine
that.
once he
Yeah.
got that insulin, too. I feel like he still
I
would
feel
have
like
been
it takes a while.
rough. There was a lot of liberties with the diabetes. Could they have just cut his arm, his leg off, and been fine?
Well, they cut off
I
Johnny
think so.
23's arm.
They did randomly
Which
for
was
no reason.
that was a random
Well, he
one.
was
Made
hanging.
no sense. He was
Oh.
dead.
That's
Why?
true. Yeah.
They're just Jerry Bruckheimer's like, we need this.
We need this scene.
I feel like Jerry Bruckheimer's still like
He built
producing
it-
like it's the 80s. He's just doing still tons of blow. They're like, Jerry, that was the 80s. He's like, I don't care. They're like, it's 2007. He's like,
the 80s.
just doing blow. He's like, listen, I'll tell you what we gotta do here. We're gonna funnel these guys down. And they're all gonna shoot. Throw propane tanks in there.
explosion.
Things were exploding and didn't make sense. He drove through an armored car. Explosion. Why?
Yeah, with full of cash and it explodes. Yeah.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Only John Malkovich was the cool guy.
guys
He was the only
just
one that
walk
didn't look.
away. He was.
Everyone else looked at the explosion.
They did.
And we did find a cool trivia that Ving Rhames is really good at estimating time of arrival on cars. 10, 12 minutes. That was an accurate.
Very precise and
How much time is
and,
left in the
like,
movie?
why is he so
Half
much
of that.
better? Like, because Cyrus is like, how far away? Like, he couldn't gauge that. Like, I can't do this. Found out Cyrus the Virus has no depth perception. It's like, I can't.
I'm not really
I don't know
sure.
how far they are. I don't know how far they are.
Ugh.
So after the quotes, let's move on to some trivia about the movie.
We went
starting
random
with
there for a while.
Who am I? Yeah.
Lots of
typically
tangents.
typically get off track a bit.
Iron Man.
I'm Spartacus. I'm Spartacus.
I'm Batman.
I'm Wayne Brady Betts. I am your father.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
I am the Clit Commander.
Love that.
Still makes me laugh every time.
Can't wait till the new one comes out.
Yes, I'm Batman.
I'm rich, biatch!
Oh, spell show.
Yeah,
That might give it away.
That works.
pinball.
All right. I will go first with my Who Am I? I will name my 4 movies. Dangerous Liaisons. In the Line of Fire. The Man in the Iron Mask. And Being John Malkovich.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Close, but no.
John Diggle.
Correct.
Nailed.
Diggle was an extra in Being John Malkovich. No, it is John Gavin Malkovich, which I thought it might throw people off that because John Cusack's also in that movie, but neither of you have seen that, so it would not throw either of you off. Which I feel like
that
I
would
just
just help-
assumed you saw both of them.
That would just help him being like, no, it's John Malkovich.
Yeah. I should have picked fucking John Cusack to mess you. But this, all right, so I found these crazy facts. John Malkovich wrote and starred in a film titled 100 Years, the movie you will never
I thought that
see.
was him.
The film was directed by Robert Rodriguez and was completed in 2015. It imagines 3 different versions of the future, but the only way to see it is you have to live till 2115 because it's in a time capsule.
Oh, God.
And
Ooh.
I'm out.
Yeah. And then the second one, he saved a random old guy, 77 years old, who got his throat slit in a park. And he, like, held his throat and, like, told him, like, you're going to be okay. I'm John.
I'm John. You're gonna be okay.
Which is my favorite thing.
I'm John.
I'm John. No, he didn't even say his last name. He's like, I'm just John.
Just John.
You're
Listen,
going to be
when
okay.
you're a John, you don't have to say. All Johns identify as John.
And that was 2013 he did that. But yeah, so those are my facts.
All right. I just found 2 actors in this movie that I didn't think would be in the movie.
We hit the temperature we needed.
70.
Oh, let's see. Who am I? Okay. Bringing Out the Dead. Pulp Fiction. Mission Impossible. Rogue Nation. And Mission Impossible 2.
I got it. Do you know it?
No.
Ving Rhames.
Mr. Ving.
Yes. I wasn't paying attention.
As soon as you
to
said Pulp, as soon as you said Pulp
Yeah,
Fiction,
Pulp Fiction would have definitely given it away.
and then Mission Impossible was.
Yeah,
Good.
that I was gonna say Mission
Yeah.
Impossible for sure. Let's see. He was considered for the role of John Coffey in The Green Mile.
Really?
Yeah. And the other one, he was given the nickname Ving by his one-time roommate Stanley Tucci when they were together for a time.
The Tooch.
Which I
I
think
didn't know his
that's pretty
real
much.
name is not Ving. What is it?
I'm gonna have to look through these.
Oh, man. I can't wait to put this in here.
Ba-ba-ba.
I'm gonna give you nothing so that you can't guess my person, but I just want to do these facts.
Nothing about his real name. Was born Irving Ramses Rames. Irving Ramses was his. So just Ving.
nothing close.
Irving.
Yeah.
The end of
Ving.
just Ving.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going
That's
with it.
pretty cool.
I'm going with it.
I'm okay with that. And that's my Who Am I? And my random fact.
Yep, I got a random fact. Or who am I? You'll never guess it, but I'm gonna go with it because it's just funny.
Swamp Thing.
My
Is it?
my first
Very
role
close.
was in the TV series Z Cars. Then I got to list. Oh, I'm gonna give you random ones. Then I have to list. I was also in the TV movie Kenny Rogers as the Gambler, Part 3, The Legend Continues. That is the full title.
Who did you pick?
And then
That's almost as good as Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans.
I was in Con Air.
Oh, okay. Good. Thank God you picked someone from the movie.
And the year before Con Air, I was in one episode of Gargoyles, the animated show.
Oh God. Who do you voice? I'll figure it out.
And then he was in one of my favorite shows, Hell on Wheels.
Common.
Oh, it's I know exactly who it is. No, it's the DEA agent.
Yes.
Oh, him?
Yeah. Colm.
Colm.
What's his real name?
His name is Colm.
Why didn't you just say he was in
Meany.
Under Siege?
I didn't want to give you that one.
The greatest movie ever.
He was in Under Siege. I was like,
You
I felt
gave
like
it
you
away
would get-
with Hell on Wheels.
Yes, that's why I went to Hell on Wheels.
He's good in that one too. He's
Yeah.
also a villain.
Somewhat he changes. That was a good show.
He's
though.
somewhat a villain in this
Yeah.
one too, though.
Yeah.
He was in Get Him to the Greek.
Villainy,
I did not
but
realize
not
that.
like
Antagonist
Not
to,
bad.
Yeah.
to one of the
Antagonist.
main.
He's been in 125 different things. Ooh.
Apparently,
Busy man. He's got like 8 things going on this year. Busy man.
Powers Booth was in this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
What was he?
He was uncredited and unconfirmed in the voice.
And unconfirmed.
So, like right at the beginning. He was
Okay.
an officer when they were leaving,
Ah.
supposedly.
All right. Cool random
Powers
fact.
Booth.
And John Deal was the defender.
Oh, the sleazy lawyer that he had? Yeah. Oh, no.
That's
that's
apparently who it.
That's the guy he kills, isn't it?
No.
Maybe.
All I know is that lawyer was sleazy.
Yes.
Yes.
Can we just go into random ramblings? Because I got a lot of random ramblings in this movie.
We'll
No,
get
I
to
mean,
it. I have two facts that I'd like to share.
All right.
After your 2 facts, I don't have anything.
Yeah, then we'll just go
I
into
guess
random
the one
bullshit
fact.
about the movie. The
drop my
director's... Yeah. Oh, no. There was an earthquake in Hoffman Estates, everyone. Mark the time.
343.
Damn it. The director, Simon West, this was his first film directing, but you would recognize him from his other work. He directed...
Looking at me like I should know.
He directed the video for Rick Astley.
Ashley. No, Rick Ashley.
Yeah. Never Gonna Give You Up. So everyone's seen his work if you've been Rickrolled.
I've only seen like 10 seconds of his work.
He's got the moves.
Yes. And then Bruckheimer, and we talked about this when the movie was going on. Bruckheimer, the original script had the plane going to D.C., but everyone in the cast would rather go to Vegas.
You know what? I like that.
So he was like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense. Oakland to Vegas.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
shorter
a lot
flight.
much closer.
So they went with that.
Honestly, they could have had, like, what would they have done as filler from the Oakland to DC part? Like,
Oh yeah, that's
those copters.
That's like an 8-hour.
I mean,
trip.
he would
Like,
he would have been like, I need a fast car that can drive multi-states and gas. And gas.
Lots of gas.
Like, it would have been terrible. He's like, I'm not gonna make it.
Larkin doesn't make it. Just cuts to him. He's just filling the gas tank.
Yeah, they like land already. He's still like, I'm gonna get them.
I'll be there.
I know where they're going.
Shows up like 3 days later. DC's just fucking exploded. It's like,
He shows up. He's like,
I was almost here.
Yeah, honestly, that seems like it was not really well written there. But,
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, so those are my facts. I don't know if
I got
do
the one
have any.
random
I actually
fact
do have one. Yeah.
you
that
do.
I mean,
Yeah. The song "How Do I Live" was nominated for both an Oscar as Best Original Song
And a Razzie.
and a Razzie as Worst Original Song. And
Nice.
it won neither of them.
So it's just right in the middle.
I think my random fact is what I was telling you guys that who did what's his name? Danny Trejo think was the scariest person on set.
I think I guessed originally Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
Not right.
Nope. And it was, all these badasses, he was most terrified of John Cusack. He just said there's something in his eyes the whole time. And then when you look at him, you're like, oh, yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
A fucking psychopath.
Honestly, switch the roles, make Buscemi Cusacks and then make Cusack Garland Green, movie would be a little
Buscemi
interesting.
would never allow a convict plane to do that, though.
But I'm just saying, though, imagine if you switched.
He's way smarter.
Imagine if we switched their roles. This movie would have been awesome.
More been a different
Buscemi.
movie for sure.
I'm going to throw this out there. Con Air 2, John Cusack, what was it? Larkin is a fucking serial killer. And it just goes right into that.
It was all his plan to crash
Yes,
the plane.
to crash the plane. He put this all together with the worst people. But anything we missed, I feel like we're just gonna.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's about an hour and 42.
The movie, what? The movie's an hour and a half. I can talk for
It's
two
like
and a
an
half.
hour 45-ish. Yeah.
I can talk
Yeah.
for 2.5.
Oh,
Usually about this
yeah.
movie, and then just tangents on tangents of that.
And going into
Like, there's no way they'd be able to just pull a C-137 or whatever out of the just the
with
just
like
the,
4
20
ropes.
Yeah,
With
I
4
mean,
ropes.
like the
my
20 of them?
question
No
was,
way.
it still is, what is everyone's guess of body count in Las Vegas on the
Oh,
strip?
Oh yeah.
all right. So my guess,
I was
is
going to, it had to be 100.
100.
I think 100 people.
I'm going
100
500.
100 when it
when it landed. When
Yeah,
it landed.
I mean,
Also, like
even at the 97, the strip is packed.
Yes, it was
Usually,
and they went
normally.
straight down the strip.
in the movie, they did
was
not
at night,
show
so-
like a lot of cars getting crashed into,
They
but
couldn't
they
afford
would have
it.
been crashing into every car.
That's what I'm saying. It had to be- you know, maybe it is up into the thousands because they went into a casino too. So you got casualties on
Minimum
casualties.
500, and I'm pretty sure the casino just collapsed after it ran into it. Like thousands.
Yeah, no more. I'm gonna say no less than 500.
I did like our call out. It's like, well, I got nowhere to land. I mean, it's not
Around
much.
the
Right
desert.
outside of
Vegas,
Vegas.
is literally just in the middle of. Not even that big.
Anywhere.
in the middle of a desert.
I wish the guy would have just been like, "How about over there?" And they showed just an empty, like, an airstrip.
Swamp, but I guess Swamp Thing was flying, so maybe his reason for being in jail was I caused mass casualties on something I shouldn't have to. He's like, I was driving a car, I needed to stop. I went into a crowd of people.
That's true.
That was it.
They didn't really
No,
go
he's-
into how he knows how to fly the plane.
He was flying
He
a
said,
plane, and
he said
crashed.
you white hillbilly people,
Oh,
trailer
know how
park
to do
know
it.
things, and he's like, yep. Yeah, that was his great thing. He's like, yep, yep.
Yeah.
That works.
It was no, he definitely flew into DC and exploded DC. That's why he's in jail.
Swamp Thing. He was like second
Swamp
favorite
Thing.
character.
He's in a couple DC things, I want to say.
If he's not Swamp Thing, I'm kind of disappointed. Missed opportunity there.
Beforehand. Hey, I'm
perfect-
Swamp Thing. Don't say that.
Missed opportunity there.
Hey, I'm Swamp Thing. No!
Missed opportunity of the movie too. When he's like, "Do you got a plane?" Oh, that was a good one too. Quote like, "No, I got no planes or copters. I need to make it to Lerner Airfield. You could get there with a really fast car. Change that to an ass-kicking car. It would have been great."
Would have been the best line ever. Okay.
Again.
Before we tangent again, we
That's all
will
we do.
we will recast.
So fresh.
Yes, we'll pretend we're in charge and recast the movie. And so my thought process.
You're the
of
only one that
recasting-
wrote it down.
I
so.
am the
Again,
only one.
I've gone blind, so this is all new. I'm like, hey, what are
You're
we
gonna
doing?
like this. I'm recasting with only Nick Cage characters. So Nick Cage is the only one in the movie. Cameron Poe, obviously. Baby O, Memphis Reigns, Gone in 60 Seconds. Cyrus the Virus, this is my favorite. Terrence McDonough, Bad Lieutenant, Port
Oh,
of Call.
yes. Yep. All right.
Diamond Doug, I went with Lord of War,
Yeah.
Yuri. Billy Bedlam, Kick-Ass. Big Daddy.
Yep.
Pinball, Sailor Ripley from Wild at Heart, because he's a psychopath in the beginning of that movie. Johnny 23, this is also one I like. Castor Troy, Face Off,
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
when he grabs the girl's butt and
Yep.
just that stupid face. Garland Green.
Con Air face.
Yeah. Garland Green. Edward Mullis from Wicker Man. But I also, in my movie, he's just yelling the girl's name from Wicker Man most of the movie.
And punching girls in a
Punching
bear
people, yeah.
in a bear costume.
Garland
Have you
Green.
seen that Wicker Man yet?
No, not
I
yet.
made Reds
Not.
watch that.
Garland Green is a psychopath in my movie.
I made Reds watch
True.
that. Like,
It's one of my favorites.
it was great.
Just nuts.
Which I'll have to put that in my top 5 because I completely forgot about it. Swamp Thing, Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider.
Shit, that reminds me.
Guard Falzone, Sean Archer from Face Off when he's the good guy in Castor Troy's body. Vince Larkin, I went with Ben Gates from National Treasure. I did like this one.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then Duncan Malloy, Stanley Goodspeed, The Rock, because he was an awful FBI agent in that movie. Just like Duncan's an awful DEA agent.
He passed the certification. That's all you need to do.
That's all you need to do. Yeah.
Boy.
But then I would recast the one police officer when the body lands as Scully from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yes.
He'd be the only non-Nick Cage guy. And he'd have one
That
line.
would totally work. Let's see. I'm going to try and recast just going down the line. So,
What's your for present day?
I was trying to think of like pairs and just like pair everyone off and do, but that wouldn't really work.
Like
but yeah,
duos?
just present day. I'm trying to think of a good theme, or because if we were to flip it, that would just be Ocean's 8.
Yeah.
Just do like an all-female Con Air.
Yeah, you could make it happen.
So it'd be Jennifer 23 and she's trying to rape a guy.
Yeah.
I want to see that movie now.
Well, they probably make
And it'd
her
be
like,
Ronda Rousey as Jennifer 23.
they make her like a lesbian. Oh man! So instead of Sally Can't Dance, would it be like Billy Can
It'd be
Dance?
Chris Farley from.
No. Billy Can't
be,
Dance.
It'd be the most butch lesbian you've ever seen.
No, it's
like
got-
wearing plaid and just a vest.
I like Billy Can Dance.
Billy can dance.
Okay, I can't think of a good. Yeah, if I was just gonna do a modern day,
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage
stays.
You know what? Yeah, I'll keep Nick Cage. Just because I'm
seen
trying
him
to think of
sing-
someone with the long hair and it's not working.
Chris Hemsworth.
He
From
can pull off
Thor.
the long hair.
But I want
could
fat.
pull up
I want
the-
fat Thor.
So Fat
Fat
Thor
Thor.
with the long hair. Oh, he does have
Ooh.
long hair.
Yeah, he brought the hair back.
Okay, so Fat Thor. Oh, you know what? I'll recast with movie characters,
Ooh,
not
I like
actors,
that. I
just
like
movie
that.
characters.
All right.
So Cameron Poe would be Fat Thor. Baby O, I guess, would be
Bubba.
Bubblegum. Forrest Gump.
Just eating shrimp the whole time. Just it would be awesome.
And
You
that
keep
just
pulling shrimp
works.
Out.
He doesn't need a diabetes injection. He needs a shrimp injection.
Shrimp insulin.
Cyrus the Virus, I'm going to go with Dr. Evil.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Diamond Dog, I'm going to go Scary Terry.
No, you gotta make it. Make
Scary
King Rame's
Terry.
character from Pulp Fiction.
Also, that would
Just change it to that guy because it's all pretty good.
pretty fucking fun from
Right.
That is a good one. Billy Bedlam. Who was that in this one?
He was the guy.
Oh,
was
the
the one
guy
that
who
got
kills.
killed
Okay.
from
Riddick.
He's the one. Yeah, he's reading the.
Chronicles of Riddick, right? He wasn't in Pitch Black.
He was the one that had to put the bunny.
bunny
Should have put
back
the
in
bunny
the box.
back in the
Yeah,
box.
put the bunny back in the box.
I refuse to replace Swamp Thing.
Oh yeah, no.
Patrick Swayze from Point Break. I'm gonna go with.
All right.
Pinball. Dave Chappelle from
Half
Blue
Baked.
Streak. No, from Blue Streak.
Yeah.
Plays basically the same character.
Yep.
Johnny 23.
The robot. I make it Johnny 5.
Johnny 5. Done.
Done. We'll move.
Let's add sci-fi into it. Just
Why
a
not?
A raping
random-
But
robot.
no one acknowledges it. It's just a robot walking around. and
That
oh
rapes-
my
have to
god,
worry about the
that
robot.
rapes
who
people.
was your Cyrus? He just like, I despise rapists. And he's
Dr.
talking
Evil.
to Johnny. Oh my god. It's Dr. Evil talking to Johnny 5. I despise rapists.
And it's just like, that's not fun.
Oh my god.
That's.
I will give you all my money right now to see this movie. I don't care who you cast the rest. Sold.
Johnny Five.
Johnny Five.
Johnny Five.
Johnny Five and Dr. Evil having a conversation is amazing.
Oh, that'd be great.
I'm in.
Garland Green.
Oh, that's where you make a break.
Go crazy.
All movie characters.
Nick Cage, but real Nick Cage. It's just Nick Cage
Just
is
Nick
in. Who's this? It's Nicolas Cage, the
I mean,
actor.
the only thing would be Hannibal Lecter, I guess, would be your closest.
be-
No,
If you want to do normal, like,
go crazy. Go crazy with it.
then go crazy is
Garland Green.
Joker or something.
Oh yeah, it would have to be
Heath
someone
Ledger's
like that
Joker?
where it's like smart.
No,
Jim Carrey's the Riddler.
60. Ooh, or I was gonna say
Yeah.
66 Joker would be good.
That would be, I'm gonna stick with Jim
Jim
Carrey's.
Carrey's, I like that.
Riddler. Swamp Thing. I'm just
Can't
gonna
change.
Swamp Thing.
Yeah, just the
I'm
Swamp
gonna
Thing
use
from
the Swamp
DC.
Thing. There we go.
Again, we're making this a sci-fi movie. They don't.
I will give you double the money I don't have to see this movie.
Guard Falzon. I'm gonna do
I go the.
one of the guys from Reno 911.
Ooh,
Or,
Like just one of those like
I was
funny.
gonna the animated Harvey Bullock.
or I was gonna take from
So now we're
Walking
just
Dead,
recasting as
Merle.
Batman?
Merle,
Ooh.
Walking Dead.
I like that.
Merle.
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 Yeah, that
I like that
works.
actor. What's his Rooker?
Michael Rooker.
Michael
Yeah.
Rooker, yeah.
I just anything I can throw a Rooker in, I do.
We've seen him in real life.
Yep. Gotta throw him in there.
Have Vince Larkin. I'm gonna go. Ooh, that's
Instead
another-
of John Cusack, Joan Cusack.
Joan Cusack from School of Rock. Principal Mullins.
Principal Mullins. Done.
And then Duncan, which I
You can't change.
I like Stanley Goodspeed, so we'll leave him.
We'll leave
Yeah, I'm
him.
gonna use that, so we'll leave it.
We need Nick Cage in the movie.
I mean, I would change is I think both of you haven't seen the movie yet. The second Ghost Rider.
No,
Yeah,
I haven't.
Spirit of Vengeance.
I would just do
with
all,
Idris Elba.
I would have Nick Cage be everyone because he's like 20 different characters. His personality
That's
in that
true,
movie.
yeah, he does.
And I would just have his multiple personalities play every character, like a whole movie where he's talking to himself in the movie. It'd be great.
That's Ghost Rider 2. Why have I not seen this
It
yet?
is batshit crazy. It's not that he has multiple personality. He's just crazy in the movie. It's by the guys that did Crank. So
Okay.
it is filmed a lot like
it's
Crank.
out
It
there.
is out there. I saw that one in theaters and I was just like, what did I just see? I was like, I think I did drugs.
That might have been.
That was the
theater
first
one,
movie
yeah.
that the movie made me feel like I took drugs. I was like, I think I took drugs. And I'm not even drunk, but I think I am now.
I think I just might be.
Oh, yeah. We need to watch that.
Do you want to recast?
I told you. I just told you. I recasted
That-
everyone with
that's
Nick Cage. Just straight up Nick Cage from Ghost Rider 2. That's it. That's what I want. It's going to be, you said a plane full of crazies. That will be a plane full
That's
of
full,
crazies.
yeah. That satisfies.
That would be great, too. Imagine the whole movie is just talking to different personalities of himself.
I think he's doing the Mobile, Alabama accent the entire time.
For all of them.
For all of
Where
them.
you don't move your upper lip. That's,
Yeah.
that's the accent.
I like it. All right, last segment. We're gonna rank our top 5 Nicolas Cage movies.
Seen quite a few now.
All right, I did have The Rock as. Oh, my honorable mentions is everything that I don't mention.
That's all of them.
But
Yeah, all the Nick Cage movies.
I'm gonna switch these around because I'm in a bad acting kind of mood. Gone in 60 Seconds, my honorable mention.
Oh wow, you're really.
Yeah. Number 5, I'm gonna go National Treasure and keep that there.
That's a shame.
It's a great movie. I see you're no Roman. My number 4 is gonna be Face Off. Number 3 is gonna be. Number 3 is gonna be The Rock.
Wow, you are
I'm
really
really
mixing yours up.
mixing them up. Number 2, Con Air, And number 1.
How did I know you were going to do that?
Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans.
I think that has to be my number 1 also.
It's such a bad movie.
It's so great.
It's so bad that it comes around and becomes amazing.
I've seen it so many
It
times.
goes all the way around to great.
I've looked this up. It costs a lot of money to buy this on Blu-ray. I've looked it up a few times.
Yeah, I need to get that movie. Don't have that.
Let's see. My honorable mention, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Great movie.
Number 5 would be Ghost Rider. 4, Face Off.
Yeah, I think we did this on Face Off too. We did our Nicolas Cage
The Rock.
one.
Oh, yeah.
The Rock? Oh, we might have, yeah.
We did, but I was like, I don't care to look to see
It's
what
gone.
I did.
It's gone now.
It's gone.
Unless we listen
we
to the
gotta
episode.
re-listen to it.
3's Con Air. 2 is The Rock. And number 1 is National Treasure.
I'm not a fan of National Treasure. I'm gonna do 5 honorable
That's okay.
mentions and number 1 again. So my honorable mentions are Lord of War, Matchstick Men. Still,
See, I've never seen that one.
It's just a good movie. I liked it.
See,
Then I gotta throw. Then we'll do Rock, Face Off, Con Air, and I gotta put Port of Call on the top 1.
Gotta be
My
there.
number 1. It is just so great. It's
So-
so bad and hilarious that I love.
So we'll
watching it.
have to finish off the Nick Cage late
Trilogy.
90s trilogy, but then we're definitely doing Port
Port
of
of
Call
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, it's been done on other things.
Yes.
Reds doesn't remember.
No, I didn't say anything. But before we wrap up, we're gonna look ahead to what's coming up for Tim and Tony. So next week we're doing episode 103. Yes, Men in Black. We've kind of planned out our whole month, but what's after Men in
Generally,
Black is going to be Dave Messina is going to do basketball with us. I wanted to give him a shout
That's another
out for
fun
that.
one. I think the first time I saw it was at his house.
Really?
It might have been
in the basement.
In the basement,
It might have been my first time too. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, we're doing that.
Very possible.
And then I do want to give another shout out to Mike Coca, who didn't invite me to his wedding, but I invite him to the podcast every week, and he will not accept. So fuck you, Mike. I hope you listen to this in 2 weeks.
I was gonna say,
Fuck you.
by the time you catch up.
And then a little preview. Me and Luch have a show coming up. But I will not
one day.
reveal what's coming.
It's coming soon.
But it's
One day.
it's Cage centric.
We're a little drunk, so it's taking a while to make it happen.
Yes.
Gotta get everything
We get
together.
very drunk during
Yeah.
it.
It's a long process, but look out for that.
Our recording method is get drunk and talk. It doesn't help.
And it works okay.
Tim is not really in the first one.
Which I'm kind of happy about. I'll never listen to it ever, so I have no idea what I missed.
I can't
And
wait.
we will definitely redo that movie when I'm less drunk at the very end. Yeah, so that's been our episode today. Hope you enjoyed it.
You can follow us on social media and our website, timandtonytalk.com. And remember, share this with your friends.
And make sure to join us next week for the Mile Manor movie review.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Thanks for listening. I'm Tim.
Luch.
And I'm Tony, and we are Nick Cage.
Good night.